So if you really think
Okay.
about that, that's like pre-social media, where we had to like, go out and meet humans and stuff like that. And so I've been in the industry for a long time. Half that time I would say was in the field. I've been a seven-figure earner, but then also I have mostly been on the corporate side. So a lot of consulting. I had a seven-figure branding and marketing agency for about 5 years. And so I've been through a lot and I've worked with a lot of companies. And so when you work with a lot of companies and you see a lot of things just in general, online marketing, direct sales, all those different things, your list of what you're looking for gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you are presented with an opportunity or a business or a project that someone's working on, you tend to have a very fast evaluation period because you kind of know what you're looking for. And, over the last 5 years or so, I've really been hunting for a company to plant the flag at. And it's been a challenge in this industry, especially since 2020. I think 2020 really exposed a lot of companies and a lot of companies that might have had a lot of success on social media. All the elections that went on throughout the world, and social media just changed and they changed the algorithm and they just really made it harder for people online to promote on social media. It's just harder. It's not as easy as it used to be. I mean, I remember I was in a company probably about 9 years ago, and you'd put one picture up on social media, and like 90 people would comment it and be like, "How do I buy that?" And I'm like, "Oh man, those are
I
the good
remember those
days."
days.
Right? Remember those days? And you'd be like, oh my gosh, I found something new. Everyone's like, what's the new thing? And, your inbox would be flooded every day. And, I'd be enrolling 10, 20 people a day. And I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. And a lot of that was because social media was new. And, lots of people, it's like everyone was coming to the party. And when everyone comes to the party, they eat all the food. And, now it's not so much a party at social media, it's a profit machine. And we're all part of it because Facebook back in the day, I mean, they didn't really have monetary gain. They didn't run ads and all this kind of stuff. It was just a platform that Zuckerberg built and we were just on it. And now it's become profit and, stock and prices and all that kind of stuff. And, everyone's, Facebook's like, how do we get bigger and make more money and all that kind of stuff. So all that to say is that it changed a lot. And over the last 5 years, I've been looking for something. And, I have lots of friends in the industry and we're always telling each other about things. And, if you ever want to reach out to me and try to recruit me, even though, probably not really possible right now, you can reach out to me and just ask me for my feedback. That's the best way to approach somebody. If you're looking to, have somebody get on one of these webinars and just watch something, I would just ask for their feedback. And that's what a friend of mine did. He said we had a couple companies that we were looking at. VitalHealth was one of them. And he asked me to evaluate some companies. And so we were evaluating different companies and it dwindled down to 3 to 4 companies we looked at because I built marketing systems in the past. I built a system for 3 companies as if we were joining those companies and to see what it would feel like to share those companies with people. And then when we built the Vital Health system, which you can still see today, it's still there. It's at vitalexperience.info. When we built that system and we shared it with a few people, they said, "Oh, interesting." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't get that from the other things. People asked lots of questions from the other stuff. But when I shared this with people, they were like, "That's interesting. I'd like to learn more." And that's kind of the first ding, ding, ding for me. I'm like, okay, it's attractive. So now I can build more automations and stuff like that because online marketing is really what I do. I don't do a lot of, I do things on social media, but I don't do like social media marketing. I do more online digital marketing than anything, build funnels, systems, automations. That's what I love to do. And so he asked me to evaluate it, and I evaluated. I said, "This is really cool, but I don't want to build a business. I'm like tapped out. I don't want to go back into the field and build and manage teams. And I had done that. And last year, I had a group of like almost 17,000 people in a company, and we were doing $500,000 a month. And I just moved on from that. And so, but I was interested and intrigued by the company because it was very strategically positioned in the market like I've never seen before. And I looked at the influencer bonus and then I learned that Alex Reynoso was one of the founders and I've known him. He was at Melaleuca for 15, 16 years, was a very high income earner there. And he started diversifying his income and became a manufacturer of companies, not just in the direct sales space, but in general. And I became a manufacturer. That's where in 2020 he bumped in to Dr. Tony. And Dr. Tony had a clinic. He still has a clinic, but his plan was he wanted to build multiple clinics because he had really fine-tuned. He had about 20-ish formulations at the time. He was a master formulator, a holistic practitioner in Mexico. And he had done that because his parents passed away at a very early age from chronic illness, and he wanted to figure out a way to battle chronic illness. And so he went to work and formulated products. And so he opened that clinic. Him and Alex connected in 2020. And Alex, his family was helped by Dr. Tony. He saw the formulations he had. He said, wow, these products really worked. Dr. Tony showed him thousands and thousands and thousands of stories. And he's like, there's something here. And so Alex was really initially looking to just go into business with him. And they sat down, they said, you know what, we should like bring this worldwide. And at the time, Alex was not looking to start another company. He was happy with the income he was making, the business he had with manufacturing now. But they said there's something here. There's something to what we have here. And 2 years later, on 2022, they launched the company and they launched Vital Health Global with the idea of just bringing the formulations globally, not really having any real expectations. And so they did that. And so I'm learning this story, and I'm like, man, there's so very few direct sales and online marketing companies that have great stories. Like in online marketing, ClickFunnels, great story inside of online marketing. Like all these companies that came out, Frank Kern, online marketing was huge. But in network marketing and direct sales in the wellness space, not a lot of great stories because most companies are like, formulated in a lab and they're like, hey, what should we sell? And what should our comp plan be? And they devise this stuff and they go out in the market and they try to get like Tammy and James and Robert. Hey, you guys be our master distributors and go find some people. And we're going to sell, this product, and this product. Because I think these are going to be good products in the marketplace. And then we all take it to our markets and that we do that. This was done in reverse. And I was like, that's a story because the roots of a company you can't lie about. There are some companies that I know that are very big out there. And if you actually knew their roots, you'd be like, I'm not even touching that company. You crazy? But the way it looks now is very different. And so this company isn't the roots are the same as what it is now. It's just bigger and more global. And so in March, we were invited to go down to Hermosillo, Mexico, where the company is based out of. And at that time, they had just really come into the English speaking market in the US. I was excited to go down and potentially help on the corporate level. That was my initial idea. And I went down there and what we saw, I was like, this feels different. I think we should share it with a few people and see what happens. Really, no intentions. We weren't bringing a team over. I have a business partner, Michael Beal. We weren't bringing teams over, and they were like, "Hey, let's just share with a few friends and see what happens." And we shared with a few friends. We got to a launch webinar where we had, I think, maybe 30, 40 people on that, kind of like this, and 30, 40 people. That led to 50,000 in volume in 12 days. Again, people we did not know. And then that led to 100,000 month one, two, 300,000. And now we've been doing that every month for the last 3 months. And in the meantime, I also took a corporate position. So I came in as VP of marketing and also in the field because I really believe that there should be pure collaboration in the company. And some people will look at that and go, I don't know how would you balance that and how would you do it and all kind of stuff. I have Tammy. She reminds me to get on calls 2 minutes after they start, and so I hop on and it works out well. And so we've really now this business because really, and it's weird because I've always kind of made fun of companies that say this, and there's some companies out there that are like, we're not network marketing. I'm like, if you pay more than 3 levels, you're a network marketing multi-level plan. I don't care if you're an affiliate deal, you're online. If you pay more than 2 levels on level 3, you're multi-level because multi is 3. But here the difference is we have a multi-level payout structure, but the way that we compensate is more as if, Leslie, you literally are the manufacturer of this product and you are selling this product and you're keeping the profit. So the way I look at this is a manufacturer's direct to consumer profit sharing plan. I know it's a mouthful, but it's never been done before. So when you come into this company, I would encourage you to look at it more as a pure business than it being like, okay, how does this MLM compare to that one? you can't compare it because we have the ability. I really look at it. We have three compensation plans in one. We have a retail compensation plan where Fran can come in, she can buy a product, she can sell the product for retail up to 900% profit. We have a retail side. If you do it online and you sell retail online, you can make up to 80, 90% profit every single month that someone orders a product as a retail customer. Then we have a builder side. So if somebody's going to bring people on and they're going to get build a team and they're going to teach other people how to do this, and whether it's online marketing or whatever it is, you can get compensated like that every week for bringing new people on and building teams. And on the backside, we have a residual plan for repeat customers. So whether you like to sell and make a profit retail, build a team and create weekly income, or if you want to build a monthly ongoing customer base, because in our compensation plan, you can go to all the way to the top and never recruit an affiliate, just customer volume. Because we don't have any gotchas or loopholes or hey, you got to have like 19 bronzes and 8 blacks and all this kind of stuff and balance. It's purely volume based. So it's where you can help people create volume. And on top of that, because of we are the manufacturer, we pay out 2 to 3 times more than any company, not just the industry average, but any company in the space, because we're able to do that. Not because we have, and this is what I love about the industry. I took down a post because I made fun of it a little bit. Everyone's got the most amazing new weight loss product. This product grows hair. This product does this. This compensation plan is the most innovative, never been done before compensation plan. And you've got to join today and lock in your spot. You know what? Compensate. You give me any compensation plan, I can go make 6 figures in it. It doesn't matter the compensation plan. The difference with this is because it's not a compensation plan, it's a profit sharing plan. So, for example, I always use our numbers. We only have around six, we only, right? We only have 1,600 people in our group that generates around $200,000 in sales a month. Now, that generates around a 20 to $30,000 income every month, and we just got started. I mean, I laugh at that because I've been in companies where I have 10,000 people versus 1,000, and I make less with the 10,000 than I do with the 1,000 here. Not because we have some amazing, never been done before compensation plan. It's because it's a real business and we are the manufacturer. And you, everyone on this call, you get to share in the profits as if you're the manufacturer. Because usually in direct sales, which is why online marketers don't really like wellness network marketing, because it's like, I don't get all the profit. I'd rather go sell a digital course and keep all the profit because I'm doing all the sale. Whereas in most network marketing companies, you might sell a product for 80, 90, $100 and maybe make 15 bucks. And you're like, that's not a good profit margin because the company is keeping all the profit because they're having to pay someone to produce their products and so on and so on. So the company right now, we're literally still in formulation mode because when they got together, year one, they did about 1 million in sales. Year two, they did about 4.2 million in sales. Year three, they did $42 million in sales. And you go, wow, the company's arrived. No, we're still in formulation mode. That's just us being in Mexico, expanding to the US, it all being Hispanic speaking. And there's about 80,000 affiliates in 3 countries right now. Less than 3,000 of those speak English. So the English speaking market is so tiny compared to where we can be. And the reason that we're doing some things right now is to prepare for the massive momentum that's about to happen because we're about to upgrade every one of our tech. So that means our marketing suite, our back office, which is now a smart office powered by AI, a front end e-commerce portal that works more like a Shopify site than any network marketing e-commerce because if you've ever been in online digital marketing and you look at network marketing companies, you're like, I could never sell that. How do I drive traffic to that site? There's like 9,000 products on it. What am I going to do with that? Give me a landing page, give me an automation, give me those things. And that's what we're building because we are online marketers. I love the scanner. The scanner's awesome. It's the thing that creates conversations, but you don't need the scanner to take our products. And this is why I love the scanner. The scanner's been around for years. It's actually evolved into what it is today. It used to be a hand, now it's a finger. Who knows? Maybe someday it'll be a dot you wear on. I don't know. It'll be something else. But that has produced thousands and thousands and thousands of reports that have said, here's where I was, here's where I am. And the only thing I changed is I took Vital Health products. And so it's the best before and after picture ever created. And so you don't have to go, oh, okay, I need a scanner, I got to scan and figure out where I am. The whole idea of the scan is that it validates that the products actually work. I don't have to validate them. Tammy doesn't have to tell you they work. The scans, they tell that it works. My friend, he just did his scan, it's been a couple months, and you can see the improvement, and it's from the products that we're using because you can see the glutathione levels higher in the blood. You can see fatty liver tissue going away. You can see all these things with the scan. And so the power of that scanner is it's a great conversation piece. It's if you're a person that likes to do retail and you like to do, they do these scanner events all over the place. You can have a bunch of people out. We had somebody that did a scanner event and they made like $3,000 in profit that night from doing a scanner event because they bought some product using our influencer bonus and they made a lot of profit. So all this to say is that there's so many ways that you can profit in this plan, and we're just getting started. So as you come in, we're in that formulation mode. But that formulation mode, and this is what I'll end on, Tammy, because we've already run the numbers. Last month we did 8.5 million in sales. Pretty good month, especially for the summer. Because before that we did 6 million in sales. So we're growing every month. And when we launch our new technology, because it's already built, we're just programming it right now, it'll be ready in about 2 months. The month we launch that, we'll go from 8.5 million to 20 million in sales, like that. And why do I know that? Because we know the numbers that are inside our system. We know who's active. We know who is waiting for things. And there's just so many things going on that people are waiting for that to happen. We're not waiting. I'm not waiting until that happens because I want to have the biggest net when that happens. So I want the net that when it goes, our team here goes from 300,000 in sales to 2 million in sales in a month. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a net of people that have a pioneer mindset that go, hey, listen, I want to be involved in this time. I want to get other people that like to be pioneers. And this is not a startup pitch because we've been around for 3 years. This is what's going to happen because all of the contracts are already signed, they're executed, it's all happening. And you right now on this call, if you're watching this, you kind of have a crystal ball. You know what's going to happen. You know the technology is coming. We have like 12 new products, including a sparkling energy drink that's amazing, a new adaptogenic mushroom drink. We have a hydration drink coming out, a kids line, exosomal stem cell skincare. All these things are coming out over the next 6 months. And we're having a huge event in November that is going to kick all this off. And it's going to be a joint event between Canada and the US. I go up to Canada once a month now. So if you know anybody in Canada, we are expanding like crazy up there because people are looking for something that they can actually empower people to make money, not just another network marketing build or, thing that you want to do. People want a business. They want to make money. They want to be able to put money in their pockets and other people's pockets. And the only way to do that is to have a retail opportunity where people can literally buy a product and sell a product and make money and real money. I had somebody message me a couple days ago when our commissions came in, and she messaged me with a screenshot. She's like, where'd this $500 come from? I'm like, oh, what do you mean? And I'm like, show me the screenshot. She showed it to me, and there was three orders from three orders that were like 250 points. So maybe like 200 to $300 in sales. And she made $500. She's, how's that possible? And I'm like, well, did you place an order and qualify for the influencer bonus? She's like, yeah. She's like, well, that's how you made the money. And she's like, can I do it again? I'm like, well, I mean, if you want to go make another $500, you could repeat that over and over again. And that's what we look for in this industry. You look in this industry for the compensation plan to create the mindset of duplication without you intervening. We have people on our team that are almost making more money than us retail wise because they're just out there selling products because they want to make money. They want to make side money. So instead of going driving for Uber or DoorDash or whatever, they're like, heck, I'll just do a scanner party a week and make $500 to $1,000 from a scanner party. Cool. Sounds good. Not my jam. I don't do scanner parties, but that can work. So we have so many ways that you can do that, and we're just in a very, very unique place. So Tammy, I know that was a little bit long, but that's my story of how I came here. and really what we've done over the last 2 months.
No, I think it's phenomenal. I think that this is really good for most of everybody here on this. Of course, I am live on my YouTube channel, but most everybody on here is already a member. So it already, we're already on a roll, right? Like I
Yeah.
told you, James, I said we can have the Zoom here tonight because I think the people that have enrolled, they didn't hear that full story. So it's really important to kind of know, like I've always told people, you want to know who is the company owners, who are you going to be working with? But this is so different. Like I said, what I love about it is like in past companies, I'm sure you experienced it, you have to have so many silvers and so many golds and all this kind of stuff in order to rank up to diamond. Whereas here, it's all volume based. And so I was just talking to LaFonda. She's going to talk a little bit about how the families should have a scanner in their house. Like every family in America should have a scanner. But we were talking about it and we're just like, I said, "Oh, I just counted 39 people." Like this is a very easy business. And for three people, I don't know if I can say this, but my check was over $1,000 just for three people. This is like literally the money. I even said to Rob again, I was like, this is something, you know? So I'm like, more people that I know and that, I've come across need to hear about this. So that was a very, very good explanation. Does anyone have any questions for James? I think the biggest thing is most people are just used to, hey, okay, this is what you're gonna make and this is what you need to do. But here, what I love about it and the way you've explained it is it's really almost unique to every individual. Like you
Yeah.
said, if they want to do a scanner party, if they want to, do offline, like hang flyers, like however it is, so
Well, and that's the evolution that this industry has to go through. This direct to consumer
it does.
product-based industry, it needs to go through and go, no, there's not one way to do your comp plan. Because that's
Yep,
usually I'm the comp plan guy usually.
yep,
And usually the compensation plan dictates the behavior. Because if you don't do it right, you don't make money. And here, there's no way to do it wrong. You just can't mess it up. And so the only way to do it wrong is to not talk to anybody. And if you talk to people and they enroll, you'll make money. Whether it's a team, an affiliate, a customer, whatever it is. And so you can have the confidence going to influencers,
mm-hmm,
connectors, leaders, online marketers, and not going to them going, okay, not having that for them to believe, hey, this is how I'm doing it. Doesn't matter how I'm doing it. How do you market? Great, let's do that and not change all the different things that like it. I never could recruit influencers in network marketing because there was such a stigma on it of like, oh, I don't do those things and I make more profit over here. Now I can confidently go to an influencer or an online marketer and be like, hey, do you make up to 80% profit from your affiliate programs? The answer
mm-hmm,
is going to be no. They just don't. So
yeah.
it's really cool to be able to have this uniqueness of being able to go and earn income in any way that somebody wants to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's what Rob and I were talking about, and Bob, we were all just kind of masterminding again today. And the thing is like when you look at anything, anytime you put your focus or effort into something, you obviously want to earn money, right? We
Yep.
all do. That's why we're here tonight. But the biggest thing is what my passion is now is because of when we met you, even since we've met you, Bob is even feeling better. Like so I'm like so thankful, James, that you found these products because like Bob and I, we've been entrepreneurs for 37 years of our life, and we can say, okay, now we're going to go to a real estate event. Now we're going to learn how to do lease options. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about? Like,
Yep.
so for us, we can put our efforts into anything, and I want people to understand tonight that what you want to do is you want to, with this crisis it seems like we have on our hands, is that you want to help your family get better health wise,
Yep.
you know and so that's my passion now. I'm like you, James. I've been doing internet marketing for many, many years, but this here, I love it because when I get testimonials of Shirley last night, Valerie, let's see who else is on here, that's Kelly, when she told me, oh yeah, I'm feeling better, Tammy, I'm like, you know, that's
Right.
almost like an addicting feeling to make, Patricia's not on here, but some of these stories that are coming in, I don't know if Catherine's on here yet, but the stories that we're already hearing, and it's like, but how could that happen so fast with these
Right.
products? Can you explain just maybe a little bit of like the way that these products are different than the normal average supplement? And then if you have to go, I totally understand.
Yeah, I do have to bounce here in a couple minutes. But yeah, I mean, the
Yep.
biggest thing about our products, because I'm not a big product person,
Okay.
I'm not the
Right.
sciencey guy that wants to read all the papers and get the COAs and all that stuff. I'm like, hey, listen, if it works, I'll take it. That sounds good.
Yeah.
But the reason that it works is because they were formulated for years and tried and trial in a clinical setting. I mean,
Okay.
you can still go down to Hermosillo, Mexico, and get our products in an IV. 'Cause that's what he does down there. That's how it started. And so these products have been proven at not like a, hey, we have clinical studies. Because here's the thing. Clinical studies can be faked, especially in America. They can be, oh, we have this clinical study. Oh, show me your clinical study. It was from like 1978, and it was like 20 people between the ages of like 30 and 32. And they ate the same thing for 12 days. And they lost weight somehow. I don't know how they do that. And so when you think about a clinical study, I don't want a clinical study in a lab. I want it done in a setting where people are actually using it and going out in the real world.
Yeah.
So our products are tested at that, we're tested at that level, and then we brought them into the market, and they were proven in the real world, as they say outside the clinical setting, because they're adaptogenic. They were made and formulated in a place that still believes medicine is herbs, not prescriptions. Even though there's nothing wrong with prescriptions for the certain things, but the reason that you turn to lose weight, get energy, sleep, all those different things, it's like, no, no, no. It's not about getting something. It's about eliminating what's there so your body can heal itself. So if you're sick, it's not about like, oh, hey, how do I get rid of this sickness? It's not gonna get rid of the sickness. It's what do you put in your body to help heal the body so you don't get sick. And so it's adaptogenic, it's nanotechnology, and it's affordable pricing because the biggest challenge in network marketing is that if I go to most companies, now there's some that are different out there. I go to most companies, if I'm buying 5 products, I'm spending like $400 a month, like 5, 6 products, something like that. Here, I spent like 200 bucks a week ago. And I got like 19 products.
I
Like,
know
what
it.
is that?
Yeah,
And so
it's crazy affordable.
that's crazy affordable. And so you can actually take enough of something that's going to have an impact internally. Because
Hmm.
most of the products in the industry are dusted. I call them dusted. Here, our products are so powerful and so much in it. Like our glutathione product has 10 times more glutathione than any glutathione on the market, whether it's on
Wow.
Amazon or not. And
Wow.
that's why our products work. It's not because they're, from the Himalayan mountains off the back of a goat that we herded for 12 years. It's because we source the products directly as the manufacturer. So we're picking the efficacy, we're picking the potency, and that's what we're putting in our product. And we're going through that process. So I mean, we have some things on the screen here too, because when somebody gets started here, we also have these crazy bundles that you can purchase. And so if you're a person that goes, hey, listen, I want to give this a try. We've got starter packages that range from 169 up to $1,200. If you are a person that sees the business side of this, you can purchase this, a Platinum Plus. Now it's also called an Elite, Platinum Elite, kind of the same thing. But this program allows you to get all of the products. If there's about $3,500 in value here, so if somebody wanted to, they could literally get do the $12 pack and then turn it around and make $2,000 if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But you can also try the products, use them. There's a founder's bonus that's still available. So the products work because they've been tested in the real world and in clinical settings. And then the ability for somebody to come in and there's no requirements. It's a $29 a year membership that you get to be part of. And then you can purchase what you want. But I highly encourage, I would say 70 to 80% of people come in at the platinum or the elite. And if they don't, they come in at a lower level and they upgrade to it. So, because they go, wait, these products are awesome. I'm going to upgrade. And you can upgrade at any time to that higher package. So, it allows you to really get the products into your body. And for me, I didn't have this like amazing existential thing happen in like a week. And I was like, oh my gosh, it took about 30 days of putting it into my body. And then a month later, it was even better. And the month after that was even better. And it compounds on top of it. And I did a testimonial in our Facebook group the other day. I did sprints yesterday, not like short sprints, like all out sprints as if I was, 18 years old on the football field when I was going to go play in college.
I
When they're
saw
like, go,
that.
and I'm
So
like,
that's
what?
great.
I usually I can't sprint fast enough because my knees will just like give out every time I hit the pavement. And I was able to sprint. Not that I'm saying that if you take these products, you'll sprint. That's just for me and my body. So how it does it in my body is different than what you need. And so they're adaptogenic, they're nanotechnology, so it actually absorbs into the body. And we've got something for everybody, whether it's energy, detox. I would highly encourage you to start with the detox line because that'll just purge all the stuff from your body. Get into the restoration line, go, okay, now what's my targeted wellness? I've detoxed everything. Now what do I need? Do I need better joints? Do I need to go through and really get something that's going to make me sleep better? Do I need to increase my immune system? Do I have headaches all the time? Do I need to heal my gut? What is it? And then you nourish your body with proteins and nutrients and everything you need. And then we have a full coffee line. I love, 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 love,
Oh,
love,
I
love
love that
coffee.
coffee line.
And we're coming out with more. We got another 10 mushroom adaptogenic coffee coming out that's going to be insane good. We've got an energy drink that's going to probably replace the V Energy that's in a can that's sparkling. It's delicious. It's got nootropics in it. It's literally going to be an energy focus energy drink, not just another caffeine rich drink. It's really going to be focused on giving you focus and energy. And it's going to taste delicious in a really cool can. So those are our products, and I would just encourage you, try something because even if you go, okay, what's going on in my body right now? What do I need the most help with? And ask the person because we've got a bot. We've got Ask Vital that you can go be like, hey, what
Hey,
can
you
I
want to
take?
drop that in the chat, Rob, real quick?
Yeah,
But
drop that in the
yeah,
chat. It's an
there's a
open
bot you
source
guys
AI
can
bot
use.
that
Hmm.
you can go, hey, what can I use from Vital Health that'll help me sleep? And they'll tell you. And so we have all this technology we're integrating into it, so it makes it easy for everyone to share. And it's just a fun community to be a part of. We're a good crew, and we're just looking for more people like us.
Yeah, it's a really fun crew. There's morning events, which sometimes I can't get up that early because it's way over here. I'm a night owl. So but yeah, it's really fun and there's Zooms every night and there's like I said, there's this one and tomorrow night there's another overview at 8 o'clock Eastern. So the support here is amazing and I'm enjoying it. So thank you so
Awesome.
much, James. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for having me on here. I love popping on here and sharing my story. So Robert, good to see you too. LaFonda,
Good
I
seeing
see
you.
I see a couple people I know on here. So awesome to see you all. And yeah, I've got to bounce off here, but it was so great to share my story and I look
Thank
forward to
you.
next time.
I appreciate it. Thanks,
Have a good day,
James.
everybody.
See you again.
Bye.
Yes. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, LaFonda.
Okay, so we're gonna have LaFonda come on out, and if you want to share, did I record that with James? Am I recording, Rob? Yeah, I'm recording. Phew, I'm glad. I was a little worried there, but LaFonda and I were talking, and if you haven't seen the launch Zoom that we did, I have it on my YouTube channel, so just message me. It was the very, very first launch. It has more of a kind of a structured like detail of okay, what is this, and then what's the comp plan and things like that, but. I just wanted you to share from your standpoint, LaFonda, of why you think everybody should have this in their family. You and I are busy grandmothers now. You're beating me though. We have one. Bob and I have one grandchild, but how many do you and your hubby have?
We have four.
Four.
We have a 21-year-old, a 7-year-old, a almost 3-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
Wow, goodness gracious. That's right.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
granddaughter
So
was
we
born.
have plenty.
That's right. So in
But
your opinion, what do you feel like you should have, from that standpoint of your family? Like how has it helped your family?
while we started out with it, I think I've told most people know my husband had neck fusion surgery. It'll be 3 years in November. He has a titanium plate at the base of his skull, and they removed his C1, 2, 3, and 4 and replaced that with a titanium rod. So he has like 11 degrees range of motion in his neck. He has to lay on his back. But he had been on tramadol ever since his surgery. He takes it twice a day. We all know narcotics are not good for your body to continue taking, but there wasn't really anything he could take or was doing that was helping him. So he'd been